Fairlife has 50% more protein, 50% less sugar, and it's delicious. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Yo, TF. Yo. Yeah, I got to get started on inking this one. Penciled it yesterday on the stream. You're grooving. You got powers, Slime Lord goalie. That's awesome. Good to know.
Give dry contacts a boost of moisture with Liefeld Hydration Boost for contacts. Vanguard Financial Advice can help you do you.
What's going on, D-Man? You always watching Ripper. You can't stand them, but you like to watch them and see the train wreck, I assume. It's 8 o'clock on a Tuesday. No one wants to watch a live stream.
My Old Spice told body deodorant. How could she?
Pop go to zipper, pop go to zipper. If you flick the pink flash and this girl to trip. Start on it to do didn't stop, got to drive it. Sick of living the engine, only lives. Precious fashion, till you're walking in the box. This cannot be for play, cause it's way too hot. Go to fire.
Duolingo Lily, hello. How's it going? I don't believe I've seen your name in any of these before, so welcome.
Spanish that I normally use for the weeks. My girl, she leave me and so the tank.
All right, thanks for stopping in and then checking out. No problem.
I lean your girl down on the fake man's floor. This paper is still soft as what's between her. I'm the only thing something about it like I do. Whenever I make the business, everything's on the come. All down the body, and up between the thighs. Red pockles, but I'm gonna give you a big surprise. Go to zipper, go to zipper. Think of the pink passion, it's about the trouble. Girl, how the world you run when it's that you go. Pop, go to zipper, send me some. Go to zipper. Still walking inside, just nothing more. Take a look around until she begging me more.
Just one regular D-man, just one. You.
Always with me, never have to call me. Go to zipper, go to zipper. Think of the passion, it's about the trouble. My girl, behind the watch line is that you know. Go to zipper, send me some. Go to zipper.
Yeah, when I started, it was up to 30. Like, people jump on and check, and then they're like, oh, fuck this guy, he sucks. And they're out. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
everything you like. You understand?
I know the seven men killed my father. It seemed to come for me. And the chance. They must never find them. They must never find us. If anything should happen to us.
Stand in the way of love and we will smoke them all with their intellect and the savoir-faire. No one whole universe will ever compare. I am yours now and you are mine, and together we'll love through all space and time, so don't cry. One day all seven will die. Saw an angel come down unto me. And she holds the very key. Words of compassion, words of peace. And in the distance, armies marching deep. Oh, we will watch them fall. Lay down on the sand of the sea. For a animosity was that decree. That we speak not of love, only blasphemy. Distance to 6 others will curse me. That's alright, it's alright. I will watch them fall. All seven and we watch them fall. They stand in the way of love and we will smoke them all. And then intellect and the savoir-faire. No one whole universe will ever compare. I am yours now and you are mine, and together we love through all space and time, so fly. One day all seven will see a plague and a real love. Evil souls should die in spite of.
Well, there's a mark if I've ever seen one.
Singing while we watch them fall. All seven and we watch them fall.
Just lurking. Well, anybody can lurk as long as they want. Especially guys named Mark Domowitz. What was the theme you guys are working on this week, Mark?
That's who I dance with. All the time I was watching you.
Oh, right. I saw that. Gender swap challenge. Mega Man, Mega Woman, awesome. I always like seeing your stuff, Mark. You got a really unique take on stuff. Mark, while I got your attention, if I do, I don't know if you had noticed or saw or care, but I was asking you guys some weeks back that I needed kind of help coming up with the alternate version of Demon Skeletor. And I kind of latched onto your kind of like snake horned version of it. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit less interesting than the one you did. I didn't know if I could incorporate the giant horns like you did, and then you had like energy spewing off of them. You even had a version where Skeletor had titties hanging off him, which is really awesome. But I kind of settled on this version where it's Skeletor, but he's a snake and he's got horns like his Havoc staff. It was basically inspired by you, man. So all credit to you. I'm gonna credit you in the book as in helping with the design on this thing. No, it was really good. I kept, my problem is I keep having this logistical problem of like, if a character has these giant long horns, how do they move them around their body? And so I shortened them. But this idea that, I mean, Skeletor, it's Snake Mountain, and they carried that staff of his with those ram horns. I just found it like the idea of Skeletor being reborn from hell as a giant demon snake monster. Because I was going to make him just like I don't know, a walking skeleton body with demon wings, very stereotypical. So you helped me very much. It was very inspirational. I definitely like it a lot better than the boring shit I was going to come up with. So I do appreciate it. I would love to see it, man. I mean, you do whatever you want, but that would be pretty awesome. And we'll just list it as the inspiration, the guy who come up with the basic idea.
Get delicious value all day long, starting at $5.99 with the all-day Diner Deals value menu from early morning to 8 at night. Come enjoy the super snack, cheese, and more. The all-day Diner Deal. I want to be Mexican.
I keep trying to imagine a version of Demon Skeletor popping up with some giant, like, udder titties hanging around. That would really be something. I'm just not brave enough. You can see She-Ra and He-Man looking titty Skeletor in the eye and just going, nope, we surrender. If this is what hell is throwing at us. Yeah, right? Like, all this buildup, all this drama, and it's Skeletor with giant titties that shoot, like, milk or something like that, like acid milk. And He-Man's running around with, like, a heart on. He's like, come on, Skeletor, let's get it on. People are like, that book went not how you expected. Mark, you got my books 4 and 5 read yet, right? I sent those to you, right? Did you get a chance to read them yet? It's no pressure. I'm just curious if you had a chance to. I know it's a lot of reading material, trying to find the opportunity to read them, but. Oh, you're not gonna read them till you got number 6? All right, that's fair. Well, I'll be curious to know what you think once it's all said and done. Get some kind of thoughts from different people on how it went and where they thought the story was going or where it went in ways that they weren't expecting. Yeah, it's really weird. I know I've talked about it a lot. It's just that I got the idea in my head and I've just sat with it for a long time. And I'm like, just make it. And then it just kept growing and growing in my head. got so big. I'm like, oh my God, I'll never finish it. But I'm in the home stretch. Like, I am drawing the final battle. Like, I am in the middle of the epic battle stuff that I was like had in my head and couldn't wait to get to for so long. I am here. So watch, now I'll have a heart attack or some shit and it'll go unfinished. I should really like script it out all the way to the end in case I do drop dead. Somebody else can finish it. Yeah, isn't it nice that you can look back and see that you did the thing? Like, you created it, you wrote it, you drew it all, you put it together, you saw it through to completion, and you can hand it to people and be like, I made this. You can be like, look upon these works and despair.
Bowls are here at Cafe Rio with new toppings like avocado corn salsa, roasted veggies, and elote.
Are you working on a new thing, Mark? You got it. Again, forgive me if you've already mentioned this, but you got a new project already in the works? Goat translation. You just stumbled onto the stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I've got 3,100 subscribers in just barely over a year, which is, I mean, it's more than I ever expected by a huge margin. So I'm I'm happy with how it's been going because I didn't expect anything. But thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's I've met some good people. Mr. D-Man that's in there, Mark, several others. It's a fun little group where I bitch about comic books on my reviews and I do my own artwork. Oh yeah, computer things and the piano stuff. I forgot you got the piano, right? That's right. How's that going? 10-year project going to take a minute. That's fair. You got me intrigued about that music, so I'm going to look it up. Okay, I remember. God, now you make me want to go watch this movie. It's been a minute. It's kind of a heart-wrenching movie, man. Yeah, James Horner, man. I think I was talking about this recently, but I discovered his music, his scores, um, unknowingly through, Aliens, and then Star Trek 2 and 3. And I just was like in love with that music. And then I was like, well, who made this stuff? And then I noticed the name, and then I started paying attention to it. And that's when I came to just love the stuff that he did. And then Braveheart, even Titanic. Reaction videos to the Legends of the Fall. Yeah, it's definitely, like I was saying, it just was not what I was expecting. I was dumb to avoid it for so long, but once I got it. Yeah, you didn't know he did the Alien score to the James Cameron Aliens, and then Star Trek 2 and 3. 3 is my favorite. The opening score, the credit music, it's to me it is the defining Star Trek music of the original crew, even though it's the third movie, Brad Pitt looking all sparkly. Yeah, that he looks sparkly. Yeah, and then like I was saying, Braveheart, great soundtrack. James Horner.
Get excited to try something new on Tuesdays, like the new Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco.
I like that Fatal J guy. He's got a lot of energy. The Dark Council. Fatal J is he's another guy that does reviews on YouTube. Just talk about pop culture stuff, movies, comics, that type of stuff. Seems like a legit guy. Gets a little excited on his videos sometimes. It's a little much, but seems to be a real genuine guy.
With Frito-Lay Variety Pack, there's a world of fun inside every box. You can celebrate.
Hey, Gaten, what's up, man? Damn, there's 46 people watching now. That's shocking. That's much higher than normal. Yeah, no pressure. Yeah, I was actually just thinking that.
A wider smile brightens more than just your teeth.
And it's suddenly back down to 20. 26.
Is engineered to go beyond the surface, removing your
Yeah, I saw you asking about that template thing. I had no advice to give you. I agree with you, D-Man. I'm the same. Holy shit. Ugh.
bowls are here at Cafe Rio with new toppings like avocado.
Well, I've seen some of your stuff there. Someone saying, you know, and I want to see it. I think you got an interesting idea. And then with your artistic abilities, it will look awesome. Hey, Mr. Green. Well, he can't hear us. Hey, Panda, how's it going? Yeah, I know I keep saying I'm just repeating the same shit, but I gotta get this shit done.
This rainbow leads to creamy, sprinkled brownie delight. New Hershey's Rainbow Brownie Kisses Candies.
Someone saying, you got an idea from my brother? Well, if you don't mind me asking, if you can, but what do you mean? What idea did you get? How does he talk about he does a script? I'm not even sure I know how he does it. I know it's probably hard to, I don't know, how do you condense it down into a single conversation? But I don't know. Was he talking about that recently on his Bliss Books reviews? D-Man doesn't do Discord. Well, that makes sense. Someone's saying he writes a basic idea of the book would be what it would be about, then draws the thumbnails and writing the text in. I think that works best. I mean, this is just me. If you're an individual creator, yeah, he does Marvel Method by himself. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Or, I mean, I wasn't going to say Marvel Method, but that's right. I find that when I'm like, I don't write out my script for this stuff. I have it all visual, and I thumbnail it out, knowing what the basic story is going to be. But I don't bother to create dialogue until the art's all done, because the art could go in a direction I was not expecting. Now, this is just how I work. Some people want to write, I have a story, and then I write a script, and I have a panel by panel, person to person breakdown of dialogue. And for me, it just doesn't work. I'll never get anything done. And then as I am creating, I find myself needing to be fluid to kind of move with the way the story's going to go. So I script it all after the fact. It's like the last thing I do as far as the creative process. I get it all drawn, then I sit down with a notepad. I'll spend just like a week sitting right here at this desk with the notepad, and then I'll put all the pages right in front of me and look at it and just start writing the script. And then as I get going, I'll think of other things and have to go back and change it. But yeah, I think you're right. Someone said, I think it's a good way to attack it. Draw it out. You're a visual person. You're an artist. So draw it and then write it later. Okay, comics, you're right. Alan Moore is literally the exact opposite. He'll write a 120-page novel with the breakdown of the story. Can't argue with his results. Panda, there's no way you could work that way. Your brain would explode. Control freak, but you admire that style of creating. It's just what works for me. I know that the story, like the story, even the one I'm doing now, it just keeps kind of creating new elements to it that I wasn't expecting, and I gotta be able to pivot and go with the flow.
As a Fed, I have life insurance with Fedwood, but I want to explore all of my options. That's what
Yeah, you're talking about Alan Moore, Mark, how he gives sketches to the artist. Yeah, he thinks visually. He's an enigma. No one can ever compare ourselves to how Alan Moore does stuff because there's just no. D-Man, you did storyboards for God Girls, but they're not around anymore, so you might post those. There you go. More storyboards because he's the worst control freak on the planet. He is, but that's all right. You can't argue with his results, can you? Okay, comics. I was wondering if anyone would recognize it. I mean, I figured if anyone would recognize any part, it's that theme. This is the score to the reimagined Battlestar Galactica TV series, which is like the greatest sci-fi show ever. And the score to it is just beyond incredible. Yeah. Panda, you're asking how long have I been inking with this particular one? This is it's a Hunt 107. I know that the industry standard is a 102, which I have over here, and I've been using the 102 for a lot longer, but I discovered this one. I just kind of got some by accident. It's a much more rigid, it's much more stiff and much less flex, especially when you start. But as you work it in, I can get more flex out of it. And I'm actually finding myself enjoying using the 107 more than the 102. Um, Once it's kind of worked in, like it's been kind of run in here and it's doing what I want it to do. So, um, but I've been trying to master these tools for like 2 decades and I'm still not there. Okay, comics, what did New Galactic help you realize? What it helped me realize is that Ronald Moore, the guy running it, that used to be part of Star Trek for so long, had some serious stories he wanted to tell, and he just couldn't with Star Trek. So he wanted to go off and make his own thing. But I loved it. The ship, um, the Vipers, the just all that stuff. In fact, I should, just to be a nerd. Hold on, I got to go grab something. I'll be right back. But as far as Battlestar Galactica, I got this 3D printed replica of the Galactica, and it's one of my favorite things. It looks so damn good. And it's light as air. I mean, it's like that plastic stuff. But this is, I mean, I'm a Star Trek guy, but this might be my favorite science fiction ship design of all time. Yeah, right? Nerds. But yeah, my roommate got this for me for Christmas like 2 years ago after I forced her to watch the entire series, which she loved. And then I liked this one so much, I had to order the Pegasus. But yeah, I love these things so much. My youngest son keeps wanting to play with them, and I very rarely let him touch them because I don't want him to drop them and break them. But yeah, I don't collect very many collectibles because I don't have much space to keep them. But these things, excuse my hiccup. These things I had to have. You can even see, whoop, like right down the flight pods, like it's open. I thought that was so cool. Let's see. There we go. Anyway, that's just a random thing. The only thing I wish was possible is that these flight pods can extend and retract. That's these little arms, and then these things tuck inside to the inside of it. Like there's a little divot inside of here. And it'd be nice if they moved so you could like retract the pods, and so it was like tucked together. But since it's 3D printed, I'll take what I can get. Anyway. Anyway, yeah. Enough of that.
Getting him to brush is no longer a chore. The sink is overflowing onto the floor. Luckily,
D-Man, I can't believe you like that Rebel Moon crap. I'm actually shocked to hear that. I've heard nothing but terrible things. I can't talk about it. I haven't seen it. I just heard it's the most boring shit ever. And it doesn't look interesting to me. I'm starting to think Zack Snyder's not really that talented. I've never seen Seven Samurai, so I guess I'm missing out again. Well, damn, Paris Spitzer, if I said that right. That's one of the nicest things everyone has ever said. It's a really nice thing to say, man. Thank you. Like, I'll never get tired of hearing anybody say that. Superior Noob, if you're asking what this is about, it's just a page to a Masters of the Universe fan comic I'm working on. Just an odd little passion project of mine. Right? Okay, kind of. Well, luckily there's always new people that show up and don't know what's going on. So I have to kind of repeat myself, which is fine. I'm happy that anybody stops in and takes a gander.
Every Triscuit is a simply delicious snacking opportunity. Easily paired, ready to be enjoyed. Triscuit.
Shut up. Someone's saying I can't really say for sure because I just draw on these pages and then I just make sure that I scan them and that they're the 11 by 17 and I send it off to them and then they just basically print it to fit in the pages. If they have a template, it's nothing that I've ever paid attention to. Trying to remember the name of the printer. Oh my God. I can't think of it. It's going to drive me nuts. But I don't know. I don't have any kind of advice on template type stuff. I'm winging this thing 100%, just hoping that everything fits in the image right when I get it to the printer. Book 4 actually came up pretty perfect. Book 5 had some errors where the image went off page a little bit, or like the borders went right to the edge of the page in a way I didn't expect. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did differently. I have a theory that I'm going to try and fix. Comics Wellspring. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Someone, let's see. Oh, D-Man. I've got some. I can't remember what they are, but I've got some. I think some of that Fighting American stuff he did for Liefeld. The Superman here or there. I should have, Mark. I should have ordered it. I've only read the book once. I don't even have a copy of it, so I wasn't particularly attached to it. But any of these artist editions are going to be worth it. Shut up, Cafe Rio. Yeah, okay, comics. I noticed that McGinn has changed around. He used to be like big, bubbly, round, very muscular characters. I feel like he's kind of streamlined into a more, I don't know how to put it, like a less cartoony style. And I kind of think I preferred his cartoony stuff. I remember seeing some artwork from him a couple years ago. I'm like, who's this? And I saw the artist. I'm like, that's not him. It doesn't look like him at all. I'm like, oh, yeah, it was. He changed a lot. And, good for him. He's still really good. I just kind of, he was like an alternate version of Joe Mad in a way, I thought. And Mark, yeah, the art in that the art David Mazzucchelli. Yeah, I know he's really good. I'll probably have to break down and buy it. There's so many artist editions I don't have that I want. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, comics. It's so weird, isn't it? It's kind of like the Stephen Platt conundrum. Um, he's infinitely better than he used to be as far as like structure, but he lost that crazy, wild, whatever insanity that he used to draw in. Of course, we haven't seen him draw comics since what? Soul Saga? Yeah, see, Panda, I agree. Yeah, his old stuff made him stand out. That early Superman work, that's some of the stuff that I saw. Just it was just so different. Like whenever you'd see an Ed McGuinness drawing, you knew it was him. You're like, oh, I know who that is. Then after I picked up some comic, I can't remember what it was. I was just flipping through it. I'm like, who's this artist? I'm like, no, that's not him. Yeah, it was.
Welcome to the Waverhood. With Wayfair, finding your style is fun.
Oh yeah, he did Thundercats for a while. You're right. I forgot. Yeah, that was like right at the peak of his powers, right? Those big, blocky, round, thick muscles. Like I said, he always kind of felt like a version of Joe Mad. What with the the cartoony animation kind of style. I never liked him as much, but he's certainly really good. It just kind of sucks. Just he's technically proficient, but infinitely less interesting. God, you're gonna make me want to dig out those Thundercat Ed McGuinness issues. I'm sure I've got them somewhere. Did make for a fun video on the channel, unless my brother gets to him first, in which case, fuck him. I'll just do it anyway. Show him. Okay, comics, you're right about that. Elevator pitch to the comic. What tools do you use? Eric July bashing? You can always thank D-Man for that. One of these days, I'll have to put a ban on Eric July talk for at least one stream.
Thank you for making us warm in the morning and cold overnight. Thank you for serving us for pre-game fun and post-game memories.
That's so 2010. You guys are a bunch of funny motherfuckers. You guys are entertaining. So 2010. That's great. You're true. It's very true. I feel like OK Comics is calling me out. But I don't go hard on 90s comics. I go hard on Liefeld comics. Just about the art. I mean, the art and stories in so many of those books are absolute garbage. Like, it's, come on. Some of them had, there were some good artists, but there's so many kids drawing those books that just did not know what they were doing. But the 90s era is where my heart's at, man. Image Comics, all those artists. See someone saying, you mentioned him not doing what he could. I don't think that he can. He has a profoundly limited skill set, and he never was forced to improve. And there's just some things he can't do. And when he tries to push himself out of his little comfort zone, it becomes so obvious. Yeah, I mean, that's not 100% across the board with everything. He's certainly got his extreme strength. Extreme, get it? But I maintain that he's gotten worse as he's gotten older. I think his old work was better. he had more time, more effort, and maybe that's kind of what you're talking about. Maybe his older work had more skill set in it. He is just not doing anything these days. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, comics, those Lobo or Blood Wolf pages and Darker Image is ancient stuff 30 years ago. I don't think he could do that now. He thinks he's brilliant now. He'll tell you he's brilliant. Just it doesn't show it. He just draws the same thing over and over and over and over. Shit. Well, thanks, someone saying. If you were talking about this one I just had up here. Talking about Liefeld, honestly, this bottom panel, I have a specific image in mind that he did in one of his old comics that was sort of ish, kind of ish, like this bottom one. I was trying to capture that energy. So, for all the shit that I give Liefeld, I've always said his energy and movement um, are always there. But I feel like it was there better in his old stuff. I think his new stuff is garbage. But I was trying to channel Liefeld energy and movement in this bottom panel, and I think it kind of works. No, not the blob. Though it probably. God, now you got me. I've got a copy of that damn comic sitting right here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I wasn't looking at it when I did it. I just had it in my mind. Yeah. Let's see if I can Google it. Trying to see if I can find the page. Ugh, this is going to be impossible. But you are right. It is kind of a fairly standard Liefeld thing. That pose, the arms and the gritting teeth and the. Finding every page he's drawn for that book except the one that I want to show. Oh well, hell with it. I can't find it. Well, guys, I think I got to wrap this up here in just a minute and do a little more erasing, but just erased something I didn't want to. Every time I erase, my camera's wobbling. It's not quite completing a page, but it's pretty damn far into it for a page with 6 panels and multiple characters. I guess I got pretty far. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Okay, comics. You love how Rob's every civilian in a business suit is also a roided out gym bro. Oh my god, that's hilarious because he's right. But when all you've done is train yourself to draw muscular superhero figures, and then somebody says, draw a person, a regular human in a suit, you're like, I can't. I don't know what that would look like. Okay. It's like 85% done. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it for the night. I might be back on tomorrow. I got my boys tomorrow afternoon, so that throws a little kink in it, but definitely be back on Thursday with Jessica at the earlier time. Trying to get Jessica to do another like video Q&A. Since we hit 3,000 subscribers, I was like, we should do another Q&A. And she's like, all right, let's do that. So maybe one of these 2 times will be just us, just our, I was going to say, well, my ugly face and her cute face, just talking and answering questions and stuff. Anyway, thanks, everybody. Mr. Green, D-Man, Mark, Gayton, OK Comics. Anybody else that I'm forgetting? Appreciate it, guys.